I was wrong about Jay-Z. Like, just flat out. There's no way to talk around it. There's no way to. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know my journey as a spectator, right? Spectating Jay-Z. You know her journey. My video. Actually, I'll put the videos at the end of this for the people who are newer here. But the Illuminati videos ruined my perception of Jay-Z. Was I too young to feel to really understand Jay-Z's run? Like I'm Gen Z, so I missed Jay-Z's whole run. Like I was 2 years old when the Blueprint came out. On top of that, like my whole, my family don't listen to Jay-Z. I'm also from the West Coast, so my ear to music is a little different, right? I didn't really start listening to a lot of East Coast music until I started listening to music on my own. But when I was subject to listening to, my mom's music, my uncle's music, and all that different stuff, it's like Scarface. If we talk about New York, it's like DMX, Ja Rule, Nas at times, right? Like Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, like stuff like that. But Jay-Z was never really in that. You feel me? Even Mos Def, right? Jay-Z was never really in that though, right? And then you got, R&B and what they would call neo soul. You feel what I'm saying? You got D'Angelo and Lauryn Hill and all these different things that I used to listen to because my mom would listen to it or my family would listen to it. Scarface, like I could go all day. But a lot of that music was West Coast music. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of that music was West Coast music. So I never really got tapped in with Jay-Z like that. And the songs that I did hear from Jay-Z, I just never connected to those songs. And I feel like it could have been my ear just wasn't there yet. I couldn't really appreciate what he was saying at the time. Like that's really, I think that plays a huge role. On top of the fact, a lot of things look, I'm not going to alter my truth. This is the facts. A lot of what I understood about Jay-Z after like diving into the pop culture world by myself was through seeing them Illuminati videos that was going crazy on YouTube for them years in like 2008 to like 2000 or whatever, right? So not just Jay-Z, there's a few other artists too, but there's so many different things that played into why I never really gave Jay-Z a true chance. And that meaning I never sat down and intentionally listened to Jay-Z's prime work. Now, Kingdom Come, the irony in all of this is I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I remember we had just moved into this place when I was like 14, 15, right? And we didn't have nothing in the house, right? No TV, no nothing. But I had this Perry the Platypus karaoke machine, so I could put CDs in and just listen to music. And there was a couple rap albums, right, that my mom had brought through, but she didn't bring in all the stuff. So it was like the Carter 3, the Score, and a couple other albums. And I would listen to these albums and just study them, right? And I would write over the beats, right? So while Jay-Z was rapping, while Kanye was rapping, I'm writing my own stuff over the beats, right? The irony was the album that I spent the most time on writing to was Kingdom Come by Jay-Z. So I have an emotional connection to that album, right? So that's my real individual not introduction, but just like connection to a Jay-Z album, and then things after that, right? But before that, I wasn't really tapped in. So the funny thing is I'm seeing a lot of people on social media have also experienced this, right? Where they're saying, bro, I went through the same thing. Like it took me forever to really understand what Jay-Z was doing, understanding what Jay-Z was saying, and understanding why people feel the way they feel about Jay-Z. And I don't know if it's because now I'm older, you feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to create something for myself, or I'm working on creating something for myself, boom, boom, that his music is hitting differently. I don't know what it is, but it's hitting. I just got to the Blueprint. If you're not tapped in with my Patreon, we've been going through Jay-Z's whole catalog, and I just got to the Blueprint. And man, the Blueprint is, bro, the amount of quotables, and forget all that. Forget just the Blueprint, everything. I was unaware of Jay-Z's true lyrical prowess. Like, I knew Jay-Z was nice, But I didn't know he was that nice. That's just me being honest. Bruh, dude said, but that's another difference that's between me and them. I smarten up, open the market up. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. In 18 months, 80 million more. Now add that number up with the one I said before. You are now looking at one smart black boy. He said, what? He said, mama never raised no fool. Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. You hear bars like that, and you start seeing differently, like, damn, like, more. I got to put more time and energy into developing my foundation, right? Like, it just, and that's the type of things that I respond to musically, right? Whether it's Kendrick Lamar, whether it's Tupac, whether it's whoever, right? Music that makes me reflect and say, oh, a lifestyle change gets to be made, or maybe I get to focus more. Maybe I get to focus more on me. Maybe I need to do reflecting. Maybe I need to reflect on the world. Like, I like music that alters or at least challenges or puts in new perspective to my real world view. I love music like that. I never seen Jay-Z as an artist that would do that for me. That's why I never connected with Jay-Z, because I just assume like there's nothing that I can take away listening to Jay-Z based on what I've heard from Jay-Z. There's not much I can really take away from that's going to add to me currently, right? And this is young me. But now that I'm an adult, his lyrics, almost everything that he's talking about in a lot of these albums, bro, is somehow having me walk away or understand or having a deeper level of understanding what he's talking about. That nigga said, I sell what? He said, I sell ice in the winter. I sell water. I sell fire in hell. I am a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well. First of all, that's a bar because you well and well. I was born to get cake, move on and switch states. Cop the coupe with the whoop gone and switch plates. Like, do you know how difficult that is as an MC? I was born to get cake, move on and switch states. Then to add another rhyme scheme in front of the cop the coupe with the roof gone and switch. And he do it so effortlessly, like the level of game and the level of just pure effortlessness in which Jay-Z delivers his material while maintaining a high level of lyricism, a high level of storytelling. Honestly, it doesn't come off as vulnerability because this a drug dealer from, from the streets and got a hardened heart if you listen to Jay-Z. So with his version of vulnerability and knowing people like that, knowing my granddad, knowing my uncles, like, his version of vulnerability not gonna sound the same as another's, right? But you can hear the vulnerability and the level and the capacity that he can reach. Also, listening to these other albums give me new perspectives on the things he's saying today. Or not even today, but over the last 10 years. 444, the involvement from drug dealer to businessman to a man who understands that the spiritual practices of unlearning and decoding and unlearning limited beliefs and stuff adds to your ability to, or your capacity to deliver and your capacity to manifest. He's evolving consistently. I understand why people are always tapped in. It's the same reason I'm always tapped in with Kendrick. I know every album there's going to be some level of proof of a benchmark of their evolvement in their life. I never seen Jay-Z as that type of dude. Another thing, it's a lot more people showing love than people hating, but I do want to address the people hating for a second, right? Anybody who really think, and this is my honest truth, anybody who really think my hip-hop opinion is invalid now because I didn't rock with Jay-Z, I'm okay with you having that perspective. I disagree though, because the funny thing is, it's coming from people who can't battle, right? You would never in your life go out in real life and stand in front of a person for 3 rounds and gotta rap for real and make the crowd react for real, do calls back with the crowd. That's MCing. It's also niggas who would never be able to perform in front of 100, 150 people, 50, 200, 300 people, and and literally galvanize reactions from these people, callbacks, right? Controlling the crowd. I'm a master MC. I ain't performed in front of 3,000, 4,000, but I know how to control crowds in all environments. On stage as a rapper, as a battle rapper, and a battle rapper is the hardest level because you can only do it once. And you got to be able to read the room and read the energy. And on top of that, I believe I make good music. I believe I'm a very good writer. So it's interesting to try to discredit me when I'm one of the most hip hop niggas in this shit. Breaking down bars. But not only that, not just talking about it, doing it. And really smoking niggas. Like battling, like it's internet proof. Like smoking niggas, cooking niggas in real life. Something 99% of niggas commentating on me cannot do and would never do in their life. All their favorite rappers was Jay-Z, by the way, battle rapping. So it's just interesting to see the people commentating on me, not listening to a nigga, but you can't do nothing that nigga do or nothing I do. So is my opinion really invalid because I haven't listened to Jay-Z, or I just need to do some more homework on some legends? Because there's a difference. Right? Because if we talking about hip-hop shit, I'm one of the most hip-hop niggas in this space. And I prove it time and time again. So that I just wanted to state that too. You feel what I'm saying? And I wanted to make that clear because while I understand everybody's perspective saying that they don't trust my opinion as much, or some people who say I shouldn't be as loud as I am because I haven't listened to Jay-Z, I can understand that for other people, but when you're talking about a nigga like me who go on stage, no backtracks, perform all my shit the real MC way, no backtracks, I follow all the laws. All the laws as an MC. So it don't correlate with a nigga like me. It's cute though. So I wanted to make that clear. But it is dope on top of that. And for me to understand, I gotta do my due diligence on niggas like Jay-Z, which is why I've been unpacking. It took me unpacking my perspective of Jay-Z and what he might be doing behind the scenes and all this different stuff for me to really open up and listen to Jay-Z's music, right? But once I did, I allowed myself to be wrong. I allowed myself to challenge my view and challenge my perspective and go see. Maybe I'm wrong about this. And I can say I was 100% wrong. And one thing I know y'all have learned since rocking with me, I have no issue with being wrong. I have no issue with saying I was wrong. And I've been having an amazing time. And the people that have been watching and been keeping up with the journey and the Patreon have also been having an amazing time. So that's what's been dope about this whole thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's been exciting for me. I've been playing Blueprint like it just came out. I've been playing Blueprint like it just came out. Driving around, every time I'm driving around, I'm playing Blueprint. Never changed, but like I'm having an amazing time, bro. And I'm gonna keep going through Jay-Z's catalog and listening to more people telling me the Black Album is gonna be crazy, American Gangster is gonna be crazy, all that different stuff. And I'm gonna even go and listen to the albums I already heard because now I got the context of the previous albums. The context of the Blueprint, the volume and all that gives so much context to 444. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, this experience has been awesome. I fully understand why so many people got Jay-Z as their GOAT. Now, Jay-Z's still not my GOAT. The crazy thing is I'm not going to write that off, though, because I got to listen to more of the music. You feel what I'm saying? As of right now, Jay-Z's still not my GOAT. I still got a few artists above him musically and stuff. But instead of just saying, like, I got Jay-Z top 5 out of respect, now I can say, no, Jay-Z is top 5 for out of respect, out of ability, out of all that different stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z is one of them ones. I know there's a lot of different stories about Jay-Z as far as, you know, some people say, like, he steals styles and all the different stuff. But at this point, it's so many knots on Jay-Z's name that you come to find out are, you know, this and that. I'm taking everything with a grain of salt and got to do my own due diligence. because even I had contributed to some of the things on Jay-Z's name based on what I understood or the narratives that I understood about Jay-Z. So to be responsible, I get to take things with a grain of salt from this point off. That's why I made the Illuminati videos ruin my perspective of Jay-Z video. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's been a dope ass journey. I'm gonna keep going, keep listening to more of the music. And honestly, just more music reactions on the Patreon in general. I'm gonna just be reacting to random stuff too. Like, yeah, so tap in with the Patreon, man. We having a blast. We having a blast over there, man. Don't, you know what I mean? Tap in. $5. $5 for dope ass content, bro. $5 for some dope ass content, bro. You feel me? So tap in, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new, especially if you've been here. If anybody feel like what I said was a shot at them or whatever, hey, it is what it is. I spoke my truth. You feel me? It's hard to try to discredit me when I'm probably one of the most hip hop niggas in this motherfucking space. I do the very things I'm talking about, the very things you talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Respectfully. I'm just saying. But hey, I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Y'all have a great motherfucking day.